Good evening. Have you seen this man? Police say he's on the run, armed and dangerous. 49-year-old James Wesley Key is accused of running from police and shooting an officer after a traffic stop. Officers say the photo on your screen was captured from surveillance video at a business just hours before the shooting happened Tuesday night. What he's wearing in this photo is what police say he was wearing at the time of the incident. Crime Stoppers is asking anyone with information to call 325-676-8477. You could get a $5,000 reward. Crime Stoppers says they want your information and not your name. K-Texas reporter Karina Hollingsworth spoke with the president of Abilene Crime Stoppers. He says whether you give your tip online or over the phone, they take extra precautions to make sure you stay anonymous.
Let's say it's your next door neighbor that's doing all the bad stuff, or let's say it's your cousin or whatever. If it's a family member, you dang sure don't want them to know that you turned them in. I mean, do they need to get turned in? Yeah, sure they do, because they're, criminals, for goodness sake.
Kelly J., the president of Abilene Crime Stoppers, says when tipsters call Crime Stoppers, they are never asked to identify themselves.
Somebody calls in the tip. It is anonymous, obviously. We get that tip, and if you're asking about the money part, what we do is just give them a number to go to the bank. They give that number at the bank, and they get their money. That's it. We never ask any questions who the person is or anything like that.
The Abilene Crime Stoppers president says each tipster is assigned a tip number, and even if they give their name, it's never documented.
Nobody knows any names like that, so that's pretty cool. And what's also cool about that, too, with the Crime Stoppers phones that the school resource officers use and that we use, they can't be subpoenaed for any kind of name. Now, if it went through the police department, it can, but the way Crime Stoppers is set up, it's pretty cool. So you do stay anonymous. There's no way to get that name. That was the whole key when they started Crime Stopper years and years ago, to be able to keep those people anonymous so they're never in danger. There's never a chance for anything to happen to them. There's never a chance that that name ever comes out and that person never knows who got turned in.
Jay says the reward money offered varies case by case.
Depending on what kind of case we're working on, the levels are predetermined kind of by the state. You go up to $2,500 on some cases. On the particular one that I'm assuming that's why you're asking me the questions today, is with the policeman that unfortunately got shot at. On that one, it's a little bit more just because the community asked us to go a little bit higher for that one.
So here is another look at James Wesley Key, the day he was accused of shooting an Abilene police officer. Police say this photo of Key purchasing another chainsaw was taken hours before the shooting occurred Tuesday night. As we previously reported, Key was sentenced to 2 years in jail in 2019 for aggravated assault. He was accused of attacking his neighbor with a chainsaw. Key is 5'10" and 155 pounds. Police say he was wearing the clothes in this photo the day of the shooting. If you would like to make an anonymous tip to Crime Stoppers, please call 325-676-8477. Reporting for K-Texas News, I'm Karina Hollingsworth.